It is hotter than a darn biscuit outside. It's like way beyond the 100-degree mark. It's like 105 today with the humidity. So it is just not safe to be outside. So I'm gonna show you guys some hacks that I got right here with these tools right in front of me, how they are gonna make things a lot easier for you, and some of them you might have never heard before. I've seen a lot of jank videos on YouTube about fishing hacks, and some are very good and some are just like, ugh. But there's really not anything updated, so I'm going to show you guys a 2019 version of this, and we're going to hop right into it, starting with this apple right here. Not really, I'm actually just going to eat this. Alright, I kind of forgot there was a wall right there behind me. Let's start off with this guy right here. A lot of you guys have probably seen one of these. Some of you guys may carry one of these on you at all time, but whether you're a smoker or not, I think a lighter is one of the best things that you guys can keep in your tackle box. Before I get into the hack that I use this item here for, it's just good to have one of these all the time. A lot of times you're camping, you need to start fires, and when you go camping, you go fishing, so if you forgot a lighter, you probably got one in your tackle box. Other than that, you can cut line with it, and then you can do this, which is going to be the first hack that I'm going to show you. A lot of times I go pond hopping, and I don't have a lot of soft plastics, or I put a couple things in my pocket because I just don't want to carry a heavy load of stuff. So if you guys ever fished like a Senko like this, and after so many times of Texas rigging it or catching fish, they get torn up. So this is a fresh Senko. I'm gonna kind of rip this up for you real quick. So you're gonna throw that through. Let's say like my Texas rig just got done over, right? So you see, I don't know, I'm gonna try and show you guys in the camera right here. This guy is just all torn up. I hope you guys can see that. But he's all torn up, and you know, you're at your last slim of your Senko, and maybe you don't have any left in the pack. Take this handy dandy lighter, light it, hold it, don't blow it out, but hold it right under there. Don't put it right on the flame, but if you hold it right under there, you'll see that start to melt. Put it on the ground, push on it a little bit. Don't touch it right away with your finger. Okay, so the top half's done. And just blow on it after that. Look at that. You got a freshly, if you can see that in the camera, you got a freshly welded, repaired Senko right there, and you're ready to go. So it's not going to be picture perfect. It's not going to be a brand new Senko, but it's going to close that gap. You're going to get a lot more usage out of your rubber baits, and that's why it's good to have a lighter on you. So there's one lighter hack that you guys can learn. Now, if you guys already knew that, no problemo. We're gonna go right into the next one. This one has been an organization key, and it's also been a mega hack that I've been using for quite a while now, and I honestly love it, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So right here I have a terminal tackle box. And terminal tackle is where you keep your hooks, your sinkers, and stuff like that. Now a lot of times when you're fishing, by eye, it's not that easy to tell what size hook you got, what size sinker you got, and sometimes you need to restock and you can't remember, you know, what size you were using for a specific bait or what size you need to pick up. So my hack for terminal tackle for you guys is going to be pretty simple. I don't know, maybe other people do it, but it's to take the package of hooks, you know, that you bought at the store or whatever, find a compartment in your terminal tackle, and as you guys can see, it's already been done here, but cut out the size of it. Then what you do is you take some clear tape, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what clear tape is, and clear tape it inside your box right here. So as you guys can see, I have all the sizes in my box. Doing this allows me to figure out exactly what size sinker, what size hook I'm missing, what side I need to restock on. You just look in there, you see, oh, I need a 3/0, I'm running out of 3/0. You go to the store, buy them, and put them right in there. You always know what size you're fishing. You always know what size you need to pick up, and it's just a super great way to stay organized. Moving on into the third hack, I'm going to show you guys a hack that kind of goes along with terminal tackle boxes or just your lure tackle boxes in general. It's putting one of these guys in there right here. So if you guys know what these are, they're those little, I don't know what these honestly are called whatsoever, but you get them in shoe boxes, you get them in clothes. Basically what these little guys do are keep moisture out of things. Now a lot of times if you guys don't have moisture-free sprayed boxes, you will get your lures and stuff nice and rusty. So one hack is all you gotta do is take one of these, throw it in one of those compartments, close that up. It's gonna keep it fresh, and sometimes it even gives it that new shoe smell. Now for the rest of these hacks, some of them involve me going outside. I think I literally have one or two more that I can do right here, right now, but the other ones I'm gonna go put on the GoPro and I'm going to show you guys the hack, and the next two are gonna be crucial to help you with fishing. So these ones are kind of obvious. Some of you guys might do them already, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them in this video. One of the biggest hacks that I've used over time when it came to restringing reels is using a pencil right here. Now this may seem simple, it may seem obvious, but a lot of times it's hard to restring a rod and not have your spool of line go everywhere. So simply take a pencil, put it through there, you know, put it somewhere, or just have a buddy hold it like this, and you can pull your line right off of there. No problem. Put a little tension, restring your rods, and you're good to go. Following up with another hack that goes with spools of line. Sometimes when they're just sitting everywhere, the line gets everywhere and it's just annoying. Wind up your line so it's all nice and tight. And how are you gonna keep this from getting all over the place when you store it in your drawer or in your tackle box? Simply take a rubber band right here, throw it over that spool of line, and voila, you are done. It ain't gonna go anywhere. And you know, I know that's a kind of an obvious thing that some of you guys may or may not do, but it is something that has helped me a ton after putting tons and tons of spools of line into a compartment or into my drawers. Those are the ones that I'm gonna show you guys in the basement. Now we gotta try and beat the heat, but I'm going to show you guys ways you can get your lures unsnagged and a way that you can cast a bait caster without backlashing it. So let's switch over to the GoPro and I will take you guys outside with me.
Alrighty guys, so now that we're outside, I'm gonna show you guys a simple hack on how you can unsnag your lures. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't work the best when you're on shore. Getting snags from, you know, the shoreline's a little tough. This definitely works a lot better when you're fishing from a boat. Actually, it usually works almost every time fishing from a boat. So sorry if you're a shore fisherman, you can go ahead and try this, but you really need a lot of leverage. So if you have a long rod, it might work, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna show you guys how to get a snag undone. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this lure and I'm literally just gonna bury this thing into a piece of wood. Okay, so we're gonna pretend we're running the crankbait and got snagged up. So as you guys can now see, I'm stuck. That's not going anywhere. Either that log's coming with me or my crankbait is jacked right there, right? So what a lot of guys will do is they'll tell you to take your reel off and throw your rod at it. That is just not worth it at all. When you guys are fishing really expensive setups, even this one right here, I chose an expensive setup to give a demonstration. You're not gonna throw a $150 rod and potentially break the tip doing that. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna use a chair for example because I'm not on a boat, but let's say I was in a boat, right? I'm gonna show you guys exactly all you need to get this done. Now they sell rigs like this, but it's kind of pointless. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm going to take a lead weight like this. Now this is a pyramid weight. This is a 2 ounce. Sometimes it's better to go heavier. I found this one to work. I guess it just depends how deep the lure is, but I got a lead weight, a big swivel, and then I have some braided line on here. Now you can get rope, you can get whatever. You can makeshift your own rig, but this is what I'm gonna show you today. So all I did was I took this swivel, I put the lead weight on the swivel, and then I left it open. So what I'm going to do is, as you guys can see, I'm still snagged. I'm going to let some line out of my bait caster, okay? And then I'm going to take this swivel and I'm going to hook it onto my line with that sinker. Like so, boom. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our rod tip up. And again, this works a lot better when you can get over the sinker. You're gonna take this, let's say I just trolled my boat up over the snag. You're gonna go right above this sucker. You're gonna reel up all that slack. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw that pyramid weight right into that crankbait. And the point of this rope on the backside, guys, if you're wondering what that is if you can't get it done on the first time, you can just pull the weight right back up and redo it. So I'm gonna keep my rod tip up and just boom, hit that. Didn't work, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this up. It's kind of hard to do with standing on a chair, but I'm gonna go ahead. It didn't work the first time. I'm gonna grab the weight, keep the tension up, throw that sucker down, shake it a couple times, and boom, pops right off the snag. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again in case you guys thought that was just a flip off of the snag. I'll go ahead, I'll snag this back in. And like I said, you gotta get that boat right above it. It's a lot easier if you use a buddy sometime, but just pick that rod tip up high, drop that weight on there, boom. See that? Just knocks it right off. Voila. Alrighty, so you guys got one of your first bait casters, right? You don't necessarily know what these dials mean on here. You kind of know how to use one, but you haven't quite figured out the thumbing motion yet. So you take your first bait, you go out to the pond, you cast it, oh, and this happens, and you're like, oh crap. And then you gotta sit here, and you gotta pull it out, and you're like, oh no, and you hope that you don't have to re-spool, and you hope that this one actually comes out. So I'm sitting here, and I'm fiddling with it, and I'm fiddling with it. Man, this is just, oh, this is terrible. So you're like, oh yeah, I finally got it. And I'm actually surprised I got that out, guys. That's pretty impressive. So I pull the backlash out and I throw it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be better this time. Then you take it and you throw it again. And even when it hits the water, it just still, I stopped that because I didn't want it to get bad. But I'm gonna show you guys a quick way that you can fish a bait caster and never have to worry about getting backlash. So I use this reel, for example, even though it's kind of old and beat up. You guys have a dial right here and you have a dial right here. Actually, some of the newer reels and things like that don't actually have this dial visible anymore. I don't know if it's something that's just not around anymore or what. So if you guys don't have the dial on it, just ignore this part. But if you guys do, you'll see that this reel goes from 0 to 10. I'm gonna crank this guy halfway to measure half my weight. Then you got this other dial on the side. And now what this dial is, it's gonna be your tension knob. So if you guys see as I click my spool, that lure just falls straight down. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing if you know why it needs to do that, but say you're new to this, you guys are gonna tighten this dial to the point where this bait just slowly falls and hits the ground and nothing else happens. So I have it super tight. As you guys can see, I clicked my button, that bait ain't moving anywhere. So I'm gonna back off this knob really slowly until that bait hits the ground and the spool doesn't do anything. Perfect. So once I get that measured out where you can click the button, the bait just falls slowly to the ground by itself and doesn't do anything, you're good to go. At this point, you'll be able to cast pretty much any lure that you can, measure that knobby with, let it hit the water, let it do whatever, and it's not going to backlash. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna cast. I'm not even gonna put my thumb on this after I cast. Watch. I'm gonna throw it like that. Boom. Spool didn't backlash itself. You're not gonna get as far as it casts this way, but it's gonna help you dial in your bait caster, and it's going to make life 10 times easier for you. Again, I'll show you. I'm not even putting my hand. I'm holding it until I throw it, but I'm not even putting my hand on that spool. Look at it. It's doing it for itself. Bam. No backlash. There you guys go. I hope those hacks help you guys out. They go and they help me over time. Fishing hacks aren't really something that you use on a daily basis, but sometimes you're in a specific scenario and you need something to get you out of it. And these hacks are gonna do exactly that for you. Other than that, I have one more hack that I'm going to put out for you guys, and use the code TIGHTLINE and you guys can get a mystery tackle box for $5. This is not a sponsored video. I just know in my last couple of videos where I expressed that, I guess the code was never up, but now the code is live and the code is working. So if you guys wanna try out mystery tackle box, get a bunch of lures for $5, just use my code TIGHTLINE, go to the website, and you guys will get yourself probably like $50 worth of fishing tackle for as little as $5. It really depends what package you pick, but I'm serious. Use that code TIGHTLINE and get yourself a mystery tackle box for as low as $5. I just gotta let you guys know that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below if you thought this was helpful. Drop a like on the video if you liked it, and then other than that, go to Instagram and shoot me a follow. I show a lot of exclusive content over on Instagram that you don't get to see here on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people DM me. I talk to people. It's really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You know the deal. We'll catch you in the next one. I missed.